Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are out there in the world. I'm happy to be joined today by Yeti and Lorenzo for a 1 minute supercharged event as we'll be out here predicting the BTC price. How you feeling about it today, Yeti?
Well, I don't know. We've pumped right back up, haven't we? It's we had that very fast crash, and now there's a very, very fast return as well. So I don't know. I just do not know, to be honest. Every time I think something, the market does something else. So I'm at a loss. The 1 minutes are easier to predict it right now than the general where we're headed. What are your thoughts?
Man, unfortunately, I think we're just going to keep getting harvested until we break the cycle. There's no
Yeah.
reason to like if there's this interest that keeps coming in, and then you know you have a demand for the ETF, so you need to buy it up low, and okay, this is kind of the perfect price where we buy some of it up, bring up the price. Okay, retail comes in, they think the asset's going to go back up again. They're all excited. They all start longing it. Oh, it's going to go back to 120. And then as soon as they do that, take them right back out, bring it back down to 87,000 and restart. And just, people haven't learned. And every time, as soon as we start hitting around 92,000, 93,000, a bunch of irresponsible long positions get taken out, and these guys are just asking for it every single time. It's like, how do you stably now grow without leaving yourself vulnerable by taking some irresponsible positions? This industry can't help itself.
Yep.
Like, it's almost like the people trading this, the retail investors need to mature, or else institutions are just going to keep taking their 120 day after day after day. And if it's not broke, like, why fix it? So, like, we have a good system that's working right now. Let's run the playback again and again and again. And honestly, we talked about this today. We talked about, like, will meme coins, ever come back, or will meme coins be ever seen in the same investment capabilities as like 2020 or 2021? And the answer was no. And eventually, we're like, okay, it took people 5 or 6 years to learn. How long is it going to take people to learn not to YOLO long Bitcoin every time Bitcoin goes down? Like, that's what all of them are doing right now. Like, hopefully they learn faster than 4 to 5 years. Because I don't want to be sitting here about like this is just like a trading ground. Like, the guys are happy at this. Like, these people are just giving up Bitcoin at this price every time, and they're like, okay, we'll just keep absorbing it at this rate. And next thing you know, like, these funds have $10 billion now. They're already at like $4 or $5 billion. You see, $10 billion overnight, another 15, 20. Before you know it, the Bitcoin has changed hands, and now none of the right people have it anymore, and they're complaining. Kind of been what's happening over the last like 5, 6 years.
Yep. I mean, I think there's also like the ethos of people in crypto has changed a fair bit. It's like it was originally, it was like definitely more like ideologues, um, but now it's very much like people are in it to make a profit, and so those people are more easily kind of like manipulated into selling on dumps and like FOMOing in and then crashing out. But then your kind of original people who were in it for because they believed in decentralized economies, um, who are obviously like more resistant to short-term price movements.
Yeah, it's like it's become so lame, right? Like, maybe what it used to be, remittances. Okay, like this guy, he took down an entire bank security system. He's like one of the best hackers out there. He could find him on all these different forums and web pages. He's helping everyone develop. He's talking about libertarianism and all these things. And he decided to create like a perfect remittance system where you could send assets back and forth to each other. Like that's old world. Today's new world is like X Venmo 10th employee, launches payment services platform with 4 other Stanford graduates and has decided to tackle the problem of payments. It's like reinvents Venmo but adds crypto to it.
Yep.
It's like it's so lame. Like the first guy.
I've just been
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I've just been writing up a post of what Frank and Metafide have been doing with the legislative kind of stuff in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He sent us through like a blurb on it. That's all pretty exciting.
That is really exciting. It's cool that Frank's a good people, a good guy to show people how things are done and explain it in a proper way. Because he's really neutral about it. He's like, okay, here's some of the good stuff, but here's a lot of the bad stuff. But again, this is a way to make money and do something good for the state where there's long-term success over here. You could bring new jobs into the state. You want to be innovative. So he's a good person to explain that. Cares a lot about it. Man, like who are the heroes of crypto right now? Besides ourselves. It seems like all the people who were doing something before got rich too fast and then end up just like fucking off somewhere in the world. Luge is in there. Oh, we got to stop Ace in on streak. Yeti. Somehow Ace came in with the 7x.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I don't know if he came in on a streak already from the last game.
Oh, he cleared out the pot already. You got 186 from the 5x.
Yeah, he did.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Ace just won that one. Uh-oh. I don't know if he's still on that streak. I think he's off it.
Well, we'll see now, I guess.
Surprised I haven't seen him pop up in general. Has he? Oh, yeah. He said the pot is secure. Ace is bragging in the chat. He just did that off 1 hour of sleep. Anumi's back in the game. Tossing around some dough. There's Lorenzo.
Nope. I was running one of the vibe code things and my computer crashed.
Ah.
course, when I have
Yeah.
How is the vibe coding going?
It's difficult. I was working on it like all day today, and I basically got as far as I got in the first like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Might not be
But
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what I'm doing wrong. I gotta figure it out.
Maybe we should look on Fiverr. We should find one of those like 3D designers.
One of those what?
Maybe we could look on Fiverr and find like a specific 3D designer like that.
Yeah, it was definitely having trouble. Like, I was having trouble making like realistic looking characters. Like a stick figure is about all.
Yeah.
What was this from? What is this for? Sorry.
Well, we wanted to try and like advertise the game through another sort of game. Kind of how I don't know if you've seen the Pandemic Labs, how they've been promoting
Have you seen
their games.
Jailed.fun?
Have I seen what? Sorry.
Jailed.fun?
What dot fun?
Jailed.
Failed?
Jail.
Like jail. Jailed.fun.
No.
So like look up jailed.fun. There's like Pandemic Labs. They made Addicted. They make these like Ponzi NFT games. So
Oh, hang on. Jailed. No, sorry. I misunderstood that. I absolutely saw jailed. Yeah. It was like all over Twitter.
Yeah.
I was even going to join it, but I was like, I can't be bothered. But like, I was very tempted.
Yes, sir. 70%.
It's really hard to understand you at the moment, man. I don't know what's going on.
I think there's some feedback from Lorenzo. I think Lorenzo, your things
I'm
like
having trouble hearing you too. I think, but I'll mute.
I don't think it's just Lorenzo's thing. I think there's something going on with your mic at your end.
Wait, is it better now?
Yep.
Huh. Wait, is it better now
It's
or better now?
it's better than it was before. Yep.
I don't know.
But the same as what it was the first time you asked.
Well, Lorenzo just exited out too, so maybe that was it.
Okay.
He was having some feedback that was taking up like the whole background too. Is it better?
Okay. Were you having trouble hearing me as well?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense then.
No, so like so jailed.fun. And if you've seen the video that they launched, and the same one with Addicted, they almost show this like 3D RPG type of world when all it is still is an NFT game where you're taking like, NFTs, you're breeding them together to create new NFTs, and then you're selling that NFT or breeding that to make new things. So like that's where like the Ponzi thing is.
Yep.
And the idea was to create like a 3D type of asset, maybe like RPG world with our games. And we had some really good ideas about like how it could be done. We had a fun one, which is like for range rivals, which we can maybe talk about later, but I don't know. I could talk about the one for like spot on. So you have one for spot on. We were thinking about like, is there a way to visualize it where like you have like a spear, like you could have a spear gun, or you could have like an arch, like a bow, something that feels springy, fun, elastic for like these animations. And then you have, when you play Wii and you have those me type of characters, those little guys, you could pick them up and they would try to run away from you. Like you could create like these me looking type characters that would be certain assets, and based on their market cap, they're fatter. So like, your fattest ones are like gold, like Nvidia, like Bitcoin, and then you could throw like Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, and they could be like a little skinnier characters, and then they're all like guys like running on a field, and then you like try to like spear them, or like you can make them all fish, and then you try to like stab the fish and capture it. Like you're trying to say like where it is, like it's like gonna swim in this like pool, and you try to like get it, like, and you could see like it's like almost making a graph as like the fish is moving, like it has like a tree behind it. Or the person,
so kind of like clay pigeons kind of thing, like firing in front of it.
Yeah, like and it's just new ways to visualize it, to create like culture and show people it's like fun. Like you got a really cool idea for range rivals.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, Lorenzo's back in here. There you are, Lorenzo. My bad. You're on mute right now.
I got my computer working again.
You're good. Yeti, can you hear me still good?
Yep, I can hear you still.
No.
So that's what we're trying to figure out how to do. Like, we want to create culture through this video and like visualize what this could do, because it's people are doing some really cool things. Like, even with AI agents right now, for example, like people are figuring out visual ways to show like your AI agents and the work that they're doing. You know, like you can actually see your agent as like a little character, and you could see when he's doing something in Microsoft or emails, or like you can see where they're working.
Yep.
Have you ever seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, I love that film. It's so good.
So we have an idea for range rivals, kind of like that, like which is maybe Lorenz is what you should tell the computer, like make Wreck-It Ralph. But like Wreck-It Ralph like builds your candles, Yeti. So like imagine like he builds it and then he like sits on top of the tower afterwards, and then he tries to like survive like a biblical flood. And then he like gets higher up and he's sitting on the top of his tower, and then like the water could come through and like wash you off of the top of your tower, and then you get like taken off and you're like washed up, and like that's where all your prizes are sitting in the pool. So like if you could stay in and stay on the tower because you like survived the flood because you built like the proper building, then you're good.
And so you need one coming from so the flood would be the bottom of the chart coming up. What's the top of the chart coming down?
Yeah, like the price would be like through here, and then that would be like the whole water. And the water would constantly like rise, and you would see your guy like like start to freak out as the water went up. Then he would drown, and like right before he drowned, like a little helicopter would come and like pluck him off and like drop him on an island.
Yeah, we should definitely talk to Thomas. From what I've seen, it's super good for making like websites or like like performance tracking apps, or like like daily like logging apps where you're logging some metric every day. But like for like visual stuff, it seems to not be like awesome.
We might need to scrap that. Like I don't know where those guys built those videos in.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. But from what I've seen,
it is like a lot, because there's also you can get stuck on a problem and you can get in this like loop with it where it doesn't solve it, and then you have to manually figure out how to solve it. And sometimes
those guys would have a fair team behind them, right? I mean, it's not like they've done very successful Ponzi kind of stuff before, and they like obviously have a lot of connections because like everyone on crypto Twitter was talking about it. Yeah.
But it's like we don't need to do that, but how can we do something that creates a similar effect?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like wondering, like what can we should we have it make a video? And it's really weird, Yeti, but I'm even like thinking about marketing in a way of like, where is marketing going? And I was talking to Lorenzo about this, and like right now, you can't sell the Gen Z because they were born with advertising in their face. They almost have like automatic ad filters or blockers. Any type of thing where you're trying to sell to them, they immediately follow you. And are so distrustful of people trying to sell them on things that influencers no longer work in Gen Z, because an influencer's job is to sell you on things that Gen Z is like so aware of it that they don't even listen to influencers anymore, because it's like a load of crap that's coming out of their mouth, right? And so companies are struggling to figure out how to reach Gen Z to where people are no longer trusting influencers, but people are now trusting like random people on the street more than they would an influencer. So like there's companies like vitamin companies that are like getting all your vitamins in a gummy. They're doing advertising on the street where they're in New York City in a popular area, and they go up to someone and they give them this gummy, and they're like, hey, how do you like this? And they're like, oh, this gummy is great. You know, like, you know, it has all these vitamins. You could take your daily vitamin by taking gummy, and like, oh, I didn't even know that. And it's this very natural ad where you're like, okay, I trust this random person in the street because it's, again, like, this is very organic. It's natural, like, you know, it wasn't or anything like that. First, like, these kids don't even trust an influencer. So these are the ways that like getting involved, and we're actually able to reach Gen Z, and a lot of that other like UGC stuff, like you making videos of your friends in a classroom or stuff that feels like your friend sent it to you, that works. But eventually that's not going to work either. And I'm almost positive the next version of marketing
No more than $1.
make games and fun assets for people to interact with that are actually marketing tools. And I believe that because I saw a lot of that in 2020. Like, for example, like if Monster Energy Drink or say Red Bull wants to sell to Gen Z, like, you know, these guys were making metaverses at the time and like full games. So you could have like a full Red Bull experience. Or like if F1 wanted to sell to Gen Z, like you make a F1 game that's free to everyone to play. You can get in this car and drive around in your VR set or just drive around on your PlayStation or Xbox. And now, like,
Yep.
you marketed F1 to these kids by giving them this really awesome, complete experience. It's a game. And then these kids run them through like mini games, and it almost becomes like short form game content that these big companies are like doing for you. Because again, these kids are providing to me, and these companies are going to have to go further and provide these kids something of value to get them to even pay attention or listen. You know, so
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
that's also the type of stuff I'm thinking about. It's like, how do we do the next thing too, which is that, like, and again, it might be way too early, but how do we start making advertisements feel and interact like games, so people actually want to interact with the ad itself?
Yep, makes sense. I can see. Sorry, I see Twice Slice is playing as well. They're probably streaming as well.
What up, Gina? How you doing? Hopefully get a big win tonight. And maybe like it's testing something even more viral. Like it's like redoing Range Rivals to be like more of a joke game, but like it's still financial, but like maybe we make it more degen, and that's something that sticks. Like maybe it's like, you know, people are building these towers and they're trying to survive like, I don't know, some evil flood, and if they don't survive, they get picked off and sent to Epstein's Island. You know, like funny things that like you could do.
Oh, I cleaned up there.
Nice job.
All right, I'm back in. Wow, I knew me ripping $10 positions.
Oh, Yeti, we also got approved on Instagram.
Oh yeah, big win.
Oh yeah, right there.
Some of
Get out of there, bro. Please.
And we were making that was getting
Get out of there. 6'7".
that wouldn't get through the TikTok filters for promotion are all allowed to be promoted on Instagram and Facebook.
Ah, nice one. Is it just a different like advertising policy, or did we somehow get approved for some kind of thing?
No, the same stuff that we were trying out on TikTok.
Right.
Like it
Now you guys can-
said,
now
like,
you can
yeah, like offer it said like exaggerating riches. And now this stuff, like I guess like Instagram and Meta platforms don't like have the same policy, or they don't see it in the same way.
Yeah, you know what I noticed, that they haven't used any of the from like what we put behind it. It says like 0 of the $50 used, which is weird.
Hasn't even spent it yet.
It hasn't spent it. It hasn't spent. It hasn't like promoted at all yet.
On Facebook or on Instagram?
I was gonna say both. I think just Instagram.
We'll see. We
So
put
it's
it.
probably still going through their advertising filter then.
It says it got approved.
Yeah, it says it got passed on Instagram.
Maybe it's like Twitter though, where they say that and then they don't use any of the funds. Like Twitter did a similar thing to us for ages, where we didn't really know why it was advertisements weren't working.
Oh my god, dude.
Jesus, look at those wins there. 52 50Xs.
Oh, actually,
Count that.
finally, the tap to trade post just got $1.69 of it used. So maybe in a couple hours, the other one will as well.
Be conservative. Because it's like
Last time I
naturally.
checked, it was yeah.
Maybe like once people naturally stop seeing it, then it will like spend more and boost it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or maybe some of the areas promoted to, they're waiting for all those guys to like wake up.
Right, yeah, we chose a lot of spaces across the country.
Yeah.
Considering down all my money. Like coming in. $1.87. $2. Oh. 15.79. So what are you complaining about?
Johnny, I see you're watching it on Instagram. Shoot me a text and we can get you. I told you I'd get you playing.
How?
Oh yeah, let's get your boy in there.
A newbie. $99.
What the heck? Those guys took the whole pot. I thought it was passing Getty. It's passing Jay Yodi.
Passing what?
Passing Jay Yodi.
Passing Jayodi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it's cool.
Neither. It sounds
Let's go down.
like it might actually have a meaning in another language or something, doesn't it? But
He's like, pass the peyote.
I was talking to my friend Johnny. He says that his card got banned. He was trying to deposit.
So that would be a coin. It wouldn't be even Coinbase. That would be his bank. So it happens when you try and deposit to crypto platforms. So Coinbase, like they would be flagging that the bank would be flagging that he's put money into Coinbase and banning, like canceling his card. It happens to me all the time, or it used to.
Eventually they stop. They don't do anything. Eventually they stop. And then they decide to audit you and send you a bill for everything you've ever done in your life, even though you never did anything bad. That's kind of how it works over here.
So the advice
Yeah.
is just to try again.
Yeah, you have
No,
to,
you go contact your bank and get them to unlock the card again.
yeah, you have to say like it's all good, like you were trying to be doing that transaction.
Yeah, they ask you like questions like you're 100 years old and getting scammed by a Nigerian prince.
My friend once got the bank to back every like overdraft fee he's ever paid in his life because he was trying to invest in like crypto, and the bank like blocked him out like so many times at night, and then like he was trying to put it into something, and like the asset like had gone up, and he would have made like like a 2x, and he showed the bank, and he's like, listen, like you guys freaking blocked me off from making this investment. Like I could have done this, and like I tried to contact you guys, did all this, he like threatened to switch banks. They were like,
Yeah.
"We'll give you back every overdraft
Yeah, so there's
credit to your account."
if I get one big win, I'm just kidding.
I was like, "What?" That's the same friend Yeti that does all those like. He just
I thought it was gonna be.
like, I
When
don't
you
know
said
how.
it.
Like I've never seen the bank like pay anyone. Like got him to give him money.
Do banks still charge overdraft fees?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, it's right there. Oh my gosh, it's
Charge, like,
right there.
overdrafts, and I think if you draw below like a certain balance, but I don't know because I've like college accounts still.
Dude, it literally was like up like $8 the entire way.
Like they've never checked, and for some reason they've let me get by with having this like college banking account. So like it has 0 fees and like 0 balance required.
Oh god, I'm nowhere near up there.
Oh no.
No, it ran away.
Yeah.
Oh, there I am.
This is how I'm playing now. I'm loading it off in one spot. And I'm just no, I'm not. That's like
Anumi's checking $10 positions in there.
that's not.
They love to swing their dick around, don't they? It's like
Yeah.
Dude, like look at this one. This one's crazy, Lorenzo. This one that this guy vibe coded.
Oh my god, stay there.
He vibe coded it. Does it say that?
Wait, I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I might just be like,
Wait, I should send you this thing.
maybe I'm just dumb.
where is it? Where are you watching this?
I send it to you, Lorenzo. I'll send it to you, Yeti. It's like this random 3D asset thing. It's maybe about like finding the right tools though too. Check this out. This is also.
Would you send it on Instagram or Slack?
I sent it to you on Slack. This is a sick video too. Like I don't know if this guy vibe coded this second video, but check out the
Oh, I
second
see.
video. Like this is a sick launch video.
I have a lot more right now.
How does that even work? How do
How
you
is
get an
that
arbiter
possible?
of truth in that though?
And what?
Yes, sir.
Which one? The prediction market with friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's the whole thing. It doesn't matter. That shit got like 250K views.
So
Yeah.
Yeti, look at those ones, and then look, I'm gonna send you mine from this morning.
Oh man,
You're
that's
my
so good. Like that's releasable, I think, as a like, look what we vibe coded, kind of like, just because it is funny.
Yeah, we can reply to that one and be like, yeah, that's cool, but check this out.
Yeah.
I like that. That fish is just going everywhere. He's like,
Yeah, I needed to get it to go in one straight line. It just wouldn't do it. It's like, are you?
now.
Oh man, that is good.
Oh no, I think Anumi did.
We're on 13 now.
What's that?
Won the anti-pot.
40. 45.
Oh, the early precision pot.
Yeah.
When was that? Does it show up when people win that in the in the end card, like in the expired game report?
I don't know.
I'm wondering. What are your things every time? Oh, wow. Huh.
I don't know.
It
Maybe
wasn't in the last few games.
I do have a balance of like I don't.
What was that? Sorry.
I do have a balance of a guy in 11, but how much was the anti-pot? Like
It was like $333.
no, then it wasn't me. No.
Wait, the early precision one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 300 something dollars. Johnny, if you're still on the live stream, check your Metafide wallet.
Huh. I think I know which one it was. I'll send you the. Bizarrely, I think it was this one. That same one where
You didn't get it yet? Huh? Was it not? Wow. Alright, I'll turn it down 19 cents. $62. Are you?
Wow, I can't believe that freaking rocket one or the spaceship ones. Doesn't even make sense.
but it's all static though. That one, yeah. There's no.
Yeah, and the dancing one too. That one too.
Which one?
The one with the little robots that were dancing.
Those little robots that are dancing. Where's that one?
It was in the one that Matt sent me. Maybe I scrolled down too far. Wait, hang on. Wait. Oh yeah. If you scroll down into the comments, this one's even crazier, in my opinion. I'll send it to both of you guys. In the comments of the one with the spaceship.
Ah, yeah, I see it.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm not doing shit, huh? $8.
I want $8.
Wait, hold on. Find a streak. Go next streak. Keep going. Keep going. We're on 6 now. Japan.
That guy is probably looks like he's got heaps of videos about it. Hey.
I didn't look at his account. I'll look now.
The Dylan Sanjaya.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's no way this is possible with the tools I was using. I might have been using the wrong thing.
Well, he runs through what he's used in every one. It seems like he says his.
Yeah, and I haven't heard of
Workflow.
any of them.
Oh, really? They're
I
so.
heard of Nano Banana.
Yeah, that's the Gemini. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
Google one, Google Image one, which is sick image gen. Midjourney does great image to video stuff. But when were these tweets released? Because
9 hours ago.
okay, all right, pretty recent. Because the Google image to video is actually okay now too. But Midjourney is not like I don't know. So I have a feeling what he's done there is like that isn't like a classic like like 3D model that he could then import to do other things. I think he's literally like gone like create a 3D looking asset on Nano and then gone Midjourney animate it to do this dance. And so like changing it to get it to that, you know, those characters to be, you know, to adding them into an existing or getting them to do other things, like particularly be controllable. He would need to like create actually create it as a 3D asset in one of the, you know, like as a, what do you call it? Like a mesh or whatever, so that it could actually be used to do things that weren't just like particular one-off animations.
I mean, I'll try and look into it, see if I can make that happen. Maybe I'll try and do different stompy characters dancing.
That's pretty cool. Might not be the way. You know, you might just need to figure out how to get a cool 3D type asset. Like maybe animate the video. Just get something out there like that. It's cool, but it might be a lot more work than these guys are saying.
Well, and what you can actually do with it, I think it's like they're kind of misleading a bit as to like it doesn't seem like that's actually a created 3D asset in the term that people would normally use that, right? It's like if what they're using is Nano to Midjourney, all they're really doing is like creating what appears, you know, something that looks like it's 3D, an image, and then animating that image to do one particular thing. Like that's not, yeah, like it's not what people would normally do when they're creating like a 3D model that they can use in a variety of ways in a game.
Right.
Peace.
Unless this Tencent Hun Yuan 3D actually creates the 3D mesh, because that is a tool I don't know.
And I don't think that the guy, like him showing those things, are made in like a couple hours, Lorenzo.
What'd you say?
Made over days.
Yeah, bet he couldn't make that fish.
Wow.
Oh man, I actually freaking love it.
I'm about to start posting it. Put it in the comments.
What I'm trying to show you how to do here too, Lorenzo, is, you know, there's a saying, right? Like, if you want to go somewhere fast, go by yourself, right? If you want to go somewhere far, you bring a team. And the reason is, right, like when you try to go somewhere far, you don't have all the energy. You want to rely on others to help bring you there. You know, other people can carry the torch when you run out of the steam. But like you can go somewhere really far. I mean, you can go somewhere really fast just by yourself because, again, it's centralization. You don't need to consider anyone else or anyone. You just are doing it. But like you're growing up in this time where like a saying like that might not as much be true. Right, like a lot of the time, it's hard to build a business just by yourself because you need all these other employees and talents and different things that you're not good at. You go out there and source. You find the best people at doing that. But like you're growing up in a time where you can use AI to be your entire team. You know, like you're gonna have a chance probably where you could use it to code something. You could use it to do your CFO job. So all of your like audit, all of your taxes, you know, all of your reporting. You could use it to do your marketing. You could use it to do sales. You know, you could use it to do creatives, and you could really go fast somewhere now by yourself, and you might even be able to go fast and really far by yourself right now. And it's like if you could learn those skills of like now how to take all that, build your vision, build a company, and then do all of like the marketing behind it, you know, all the business development. Like you as yourself could be like a lean founder in the future. You know, like this is the type of world we're developing. Like growing up, like, you know, I saw the Instagram influencers develop, and that was kind of like the first like scrappy beyond like, okay, you're a person who has a solo small business. You know, you're kind of in this creator economy. You have this ability to build your own profile and your business and, you know, all these users who watch you and then be able to sell them and make money. And then, you know, things like Uber, of course, came up to help add to that gig or creator economy. Like the world you live in, like it's going to be so normalized that if you're not doing that, then you're behind. Like you were saying, like your brother created a TikTok video when he was like 8 years old, right? And it got like almost 1 million views. Like all these kids are going to have the similar experience where they're growing up into the technology. They're all going to have social profiles, people promoting themselves. And a lot of these kids aren't going to work like regular corporate jobs. Like there's going to be way more like creator economy type stuff. And this is what's all happening right now too. So if you can really learn like these skills about how to build a business from all different areas, and then you have all these tools now to like be a lean founder and do the things that you wouldn't be able to do. Like, you know, even 10 years ago, right? Like if you wanted to build a company, like you either had to have the development skills to do it or go raise the money to get developers to go at least build an MVP so that you could go raise more money to go launch like a full product. But now with like all this vibe coding and the way social media works, you know, you can visualize business, you know, you can show the whole function about how an app works, and then people believe in that business now, and you can actually gain an audience, you know, go post about it, get feedback from your audience, create faster product feedback loops, and now you're building exactly what they want to see. And now you have all these followers, like, you know, 100,000 of them who signed up to the sheet to get this business or this application that you're doing. And now you solve the biggest problem. Like you have the users, you have the community. All you have to do is go build it, which is about getting money and then getting the developers. But now like the vision's there, everything's already the hard work has kind of been done. And so you're coming up into a time where you're going to have a lot of ability that like other people didn't as founders. So it'll be pretty cool. You can build whatever you want.
Ooh, I hopped off there.
And the cool thing is you could bootstrap it too. Like we might not have to have like, you know, give up all this equity or all this control in your company one day because you're able at a really like early start to bootstrap a majority of the business to where like, you don't really need as much investor money.
Right.
And also like if you put the time into it now while you're in college, you have like 4 years where you could take a ton of risk, you know, because it's like you have extra time. Like if your business fails, like what does it matter, right? Like, you know, you're still supported, you have college, you got all this other stuff to do. Like go take the risk now, try to build everything up so when you do come out, you have something to work with, and then that will turn into like, you know, long-term wealth, generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Yeti. Dude, like I'm so excited to see what comes out with this stuff. Because you know, when you're a little kid, you ask them like, "What do you want to be when you're older? Like, what do you want to do?" And little kids have the craziest and wildest ideas. they haven't gone through society and kind of lost like that innocence or, that belief in what's possible. And now we're actually going to be able to watch like these young kids build what they want to see in the world. Like they can come up with some crazy idea and they might actually have the capability to start building that idea into the world, which is like never possible before. Oh, ace. Seven minutes left.
Oh, looking pretty good for you, Lorenzo, right now.
Oh yeah. Oh damn! Dang it! I shouldn't have even looked. Ah.
Sam Altman's the perfect example of how anything's possible in tech. You could have, an unsuccessful business with a sketchy exit, and then come out to find like one of the most successful companies in the whole world. He had a company before this called Looped, which there was like a sketchy past behind it. Like he exited this company and he claimed he had like all these users. And supposedly the reality was he only had like 500 active daily users. And it was a
How many did he?
that you could track your friends. It was like early Find My Friends, like location services type of stuff. And he supposedly, had only 500 active daily users, but when he sold this company, they claimed like they had 100 times that of active daily users. And there was like a little suspicious exit because like Sequoia Capital was one of the bigger investors in it, and two of members from Sequoia Capital were board members on this company called Green Dot Financial or Green Dot Finances and Green Dot Financial, and it was like a banking type of like preloaded debit card that you could do, and it was kind of like a soft form of banking. Like if you could buy them in like a CVS and preload like $50 onto this debit card. And so again, like two of the board members of the Green Dot Financial were also investors in like I think GPs at Sequoia Capital, and so they were investors in Sam Altman's company. And supposedly they might have helped push this deal through. Green Dot Financial bought the company. They were like a little upset about it, like it didn't have as many users. And then eventually, like everything kind of got buried. They like never did anything with the company, and then it kind of got scrubbed from like the media.
Sounds like he's done dodgy stuff since then as well, like WorldCoin
Yeah.
co-founded Tools for Humanity, which engaged in deceptive marketing practices to drive signups. Oh, it's like, yeah, it seems like he's done a bunch of dodgy stuff.
The WorldCoin thing is so suspicious. Like, yeah, give us retinal scan. Like, put your eye in this orb. And now,
Yeah.
like, somehow they partnered with Gap. Where, like, in San Francisco, you could, like, go give your retinal scan to the orb at Gap.
Really?
Worship the orb at the Gap.
No way. That is so weird.
It's so weird.
Why at a clothing manufacturer? What's the...
I don't know. They, like, are only doing it at that one. Or they want to maybe nationwide roll it out.
Man, that is weird.
I don't know. I think Gap is just struggling as a brand. Like, how can we do something relatable? Or who's willing to partner with us? You know, like if you look at who they partner with, they partner with Kanye. They partner with Sam Altman.
They partnered with Kanye like when?
Like probably like 2 years ago, they launched all these hoodies.
That's such good timing.
Yeah, like Kanye did one of his Yeezy drops like at Gap, and like a bunch. They made like giant oversized black hoodies and like socks and shoes and other stuff like that.
Imagine how much that would have cost them for him only to do what he did, like just after that.
No, I think during that stuff is when like he started to like mess up all of his sponsorships and deals, and I think like during that like they end up like selling a bunch of the hoodies for like a discount afterwards because they like couldn't get rid of all of them. Like it happened like right in the middle of that partnership.
Yep. I can just lean into it. Sell like I gave my cousin Head hoodies.
There's a new Kanye album coming out soon.
Is there really? Oh my god, I can't wait.
It's called Bully.
Far out. It's called what?
It's called Bully.
Oh man.
He's ready to go.
It's gonna be this really like self-martyr kind of album, isn't it? Like where everyone's
I love how
against
everyone's like, but everyone's like, oh my god, Kanye is such a bad person, blah blah blah. But I know everybody is gonna go listen to that album. No matter what they say, everyone is gonna listen to that.
Yeah, the last one was like such insanity. It was just you have to have listened to it just because it was like just so weird.
And like, I mean, definitely has broken the internet multiple times. Yeah, like, you literally couldn't tell someone like, you know, if you were to meet someone like from the past 10 years ago, like this is what the future is going to look like, they would never believe you. You're like, yeah, right.
Wow, look at the last game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people hit spot on.
There were a ton of winners in this game for a little bit. Whole leaderboard's lighting up.
9 people hit spot on. All of them get an 81x. That is a.
All of them got an 81x?
Yeah, look at it. The last game.
Kidding me?
Oh, that one, right. Keep clicking on the wrong one. Here, I'm not seeing it. Hold up. I don't see that one yet.
You don't? So.
Wait, what number is it?
466139.
Yeah, I'm on that one. Wait. I
So
see
click
11 and a 9.93.
No, you're looking at the overall,
Oh, this one, yeah,
like top winners rather than positions.
I see what you
Go
mean.
into positions, and the top 9 positions are 81.66x.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, damn. Nice work. All right. Well, good. Thanks everyone for joining in. We appreciate you playing in the 1 minute games. Get yourself in the 1 day game tomorrow. Someone's got to win that 5x streak. $3,000, guys. Come on, get in there, unlock that bonus. You guys get out there and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everyone.